What kind of, what are they talking about? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, I find myself triggered this morning. I find myself triggered. I wake up to the most sick stuff that I've seen in a long time. There is a well-known caterer out of Milwaukee that is being accused of allegedly sexually assaulting his daughter, y'all. His daughter. Not on one, but on two different occasions. Like he's been accused of doing this on two different occasions to his baby. Okay? So I'm trying to go to it so I can take good morning. There you go, lady. How you doing? Yeah, this caterer out of Milwaukee, he's been accused of um sexually molesting his baby. And again, not on one, but on two different occasions. Both times he supposedly was drunk and thinking she is his ex-girlfriend, Brianna. On one occasion, um, it's saying that when he realized that she wasn't Brianna, he pushed her off of him. This is sick. And this and say that she was told not to say nothing because she'll be blamed for it. She was told not to say nothing because she would be blamed for her father molesting her. And this is what happens so much in the black families. Y'all be trying to protect the wrong people. Y'all be trying to sweep the wrong stuff under the rug. A lot of these little girls do not feel protected because y'all trying to keep the name of the family protected. The children are what we need to be protecting. Father or no father. If you sick, you sick. Go get the help you need. But if I'm up and around my child, and it ain't no go be free. Because one of the instances, oh y'all, let me show you. One of the instances it says that the stepmom caught him one time. Let me read this to y'all, child. And one of the statements it say, okay, so this is the second incident. The on 12/6/2022, I.S. McKay picked up the baby from school and took her to the CAC for a forensic interview. No, I'm sorry. I guess IAS McKay is probably a detective or something. But at that point, it says, and did not make, it says, I guess the forensic interview and the child who was interviewed did not make any disclosure of sexual abuse by father, the person McKay said. It was determined that the child could not be in care of her mother, Miss Smith, due to Miss Smith being unable to, I guess, properly take care of her. But it's actually saying that Mr. Hare was intoxicated and could not walk, and this is supposed to happen. And said the daughter was helping him undress in his bedroom when he began rubbing her stomach and calling her Brianna, which is his ex-girlfriend. The daughter reported that Mr. Hare used his hand to pull her pajama pants down, and then she was on the bed with him. Reportedly that he put his private part in her woman area, which is her vajayjay. She reported that again he put his private part in her vajayjay, but there was no ejaculation. And this did not last long before Mr. Hare pushed her away. And it's believed that when Mr. Hare pushed her away is when he realized that she was not Brianna, that he was doing this to his own daughter. So he is beyond, like, you don't need to drink. You don't need to drink. And the sickening part is, I'm trying to find a statement because I don't want to lie. It's all about, and again, it's allegedly, I don't know these people, but I had this happen too. From being a little girl that has gone through this kind of stuff, this was a trigger to wake up to early in the morning. And then it says two little girls. I can't find anything about the other one. So again, it's allegedly two little girls. His name is Martell Hare. He's a caterer out of Milwaukee. His name is spelled Martell, last name spelled Haire. And he has a catering business. It's called I wrote it down. What is it called? Gotti's Place Catering. Like, you look this story up on, like, it's sickening. And there's even a recording here. I'm trying to find it. Because people will comment. And then the mom said, the mom is saying now, she was like, leave us alone. My daughter don't want to talk or whatever. But the mom was like, for all these years, she posted right here. Hold on. I'm trying to find it again. If they ain't took it down. But the mother commented right here. All these years, my child was called a liar. If y'all can see that. And that's the mom. That's the little girl's mom. One of the little girl's mom. She said, all these years, my child was called a liar. And then if you go to her page, she like, look, we don't want to talk. Like, leave us alone at this point. So evidently, this lady probably already been accusing him of hurting her child. And nobody believed her. But I guess now something has sparked it up, and maybe the child has talked now. Oh, this is some sick mess. She said, please leave my child alone. Like, this is some sick mess. Hear me? This is sickening.
Weeks ago or whatever. How the fuck is she lying? And the girl said it like I swear I was just about to find my sister. The girl's supposed to do hair, she do my sister hair. And she was saying that the girl had told her a couple weeks ago about this shit. Oh God. She was like, they was caught with their pants down in the car. That he was in the car drunk, and that the 17-year-old was supposed to have one out there like, come on, get up, whatever. God, and that, it ended up being the situation that you read on the little statement or whatever, that they both had their pants and shit down. Then the crazy part is, I guess when he was missing or whatever, because I didn't know he was married. So whoever the April girl is that he married to, she the one that seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she the one that caught them or whatever. Long story short, she was like, she told him, like, you can't stay here. Oh God, I got other kids. I just had a baby with you. Like, you cannot stay here. So why he ran away with the daughter that this supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course he got to take her with him, but supposedly, like, they ran away together, and that's why he was like gone for them little couple weeks and shit. But the date say 11/22. That was just a couple weeks ago.
So basically, what they saying is, what she's saying is basically the stepmama done caught her husband and his daughter in the car when they was doing, doing the do or doing whatever. She caught him and was just like, come on, and didn't do nothing, didn't say nothing. And then at some point he ran away with his daughter. And this person said, I guess he was supposedly missing, but this is what happened. So imagine if she was like not uncomfortable or nothing, the child, once they got to the car, like she wasn't uncomfortable. Either she believed what he had told her the first time, that, okay, if you say something, it's going to be blamed on you, like you're going to be more blamed than me. Or this had been happening allegedly for a long time, and she was accustomed to the abuse, and she became a part of it. She started to think it was normal. So to her, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with what they were doing, because it was something that and if that's the case, then this has been going on for a long time. It's become a cycle. Again, it's something that she thinks normal for her dad and her to, do that. But see, a lot of people catch the abuse at that stage when it's become normal to the child, and they start to think, oh yeah, the child has some kind of fault in it. No, they've been programmed to think it's okay. It's a child. Their brain is still growing. So once you go in and you stop the natural growth of their brain and you insert abuse and trauma, then they become accustomed to bad behavior. She probably don't even understand, norm. Because I think at this point they say she's 16, 17 or something like that. But so now it's just like normal. She went out to the car, he like, come on, and it's become normal. Because then it's another incident, which was the first one I read from the police report, is when they're in, I guess, a house because she's talking about she ended up on the bed. So it just makes me wonder now, like, why is it coming out now? What happened? Is she at some point, I'm thinking maybe somebody has now starting to work on deprogramming her, letting her know that no, that's not right. Like, he shouldn't be touching you in, any kind of way that's inappropriate. That's your father. He shouldn't be doing it. And I wonder if now she's speaking out about it. So now it's bringing all this up. But the mama is like, I don't understand her either, because if your baby being telling you that, why haven't you done anything? But now that it's out, you like, no, now we don't want to talk to nobody. Oh, my baby been they've been saying my baby been lying all this time, but I don't care what nobody said. If you know this happened to your baby, why? I mean, what's been going on? Why haven't you not been fighting for your baby all this time? And now you're like, oh, we don't want to talk. Well, you know what? I'm going to retract that statement, because it looks like what she's saying all these years, my child was, well, yeah, no, I'm not going to retract my statement, because she said all these years my child was called a liar. What the F, dog, I can't breathe. So at some point, somebody made her feel like she was lying when she went for protection, probably the very first time it happened. So all these years tells me this isn't the first time. This has been repetitive behavior, allegedly. So this has been alleged repeated behavior, and nobody's been trying to protect this child. That's what they're saying. People been saying she's been lying. They've been telling her to sweep it under the rug. Don't say nothing, because if you do, you're going to be looked at as the bad one. This is horrible. Like here in 2022, when people have seen so much gone and had so much education and see how much sexual abuse happens, especially in the family and in the homes, how could anybody be overlooking this? Like once my baby said it, it's whatever. So of course, if they do probably forensics and stuff like that, they're not going to find any signs of abuse or, you know, sexual trauma, even if she's grown older. Like, and y'all, what ticked me off even more, you go to his page, this what he posting. So he want to play iMessage games with somebody. That's what he posted yesterday. Why the news is breaking that he supposedly molesting 2 of his daughters. He on his top. He want to play iMessage games. He don't care, because he been getting away with it so long. So if it is true, he don't believe he gonna have any self accountability. He don't care. He don't care, because he got away with it this long. Again, allegedly, if it's true, he don't care. He do not care either way, because he don't think nothing gonna happen to him. But this is some sick like, I don't know if he's, if something's wrong with him, because again, it goes to this thing talking about he's thinking she's this ex-girlfriend Brianna, and he does it when he's intoxicated. But I guess that's something. Yeah, he need to. He should have went a long time ago, from what they're saying. Miss Dago lady, he should have been incarcerated a long time ago, because he being cocky with it now at this point. Like, most people be heartbroken, some mess like this, even if it's something that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming out that you supposedly doing something like this to your child. Oh, I'd have been going bananas. You play with me about a lot of things, but don't play with me in the midst of you trying to say that I did no weird stuff with my doggone child. But he said, who want to play iMessage games? But see, that's a narcissist, though. They don't care. And they don't care. They feel like they're going to get away with it. They feel like anything they do, they can talk their way out of it, and they're going to get away with it. They don't feel like accountability will ever knock on their front door. I pray these little girls get justice. But these moms, even that stepmama, if she courted when she courted and she didn't call authority, she need to be arrested too. She is just as fault as he is. She just as sick as he is. Because I probably would have grabbed something and tried to beat the life out of him, whether it's my child or not. Just because you her daddy. And you would have had to leave my house in the moment. Which they saying that's with the lady April, which is supposed to be the wife, I guess. So that's what she said. Like, I got a baby by you and everything, but you gotta be out of here. You gotta go. Okay, so here goes something else. Y'all favorite cook got he sexually assaulted his own daughter, and here's the paperwork. He tried saying motherfuckers was lying. Well, here is the proof in black and white. Don't lie. You foul. You did sexual things to both of your daughters, and he need to be in jail. I'm gonna say allegedly, but I ain't right that this person. So these are people from his area that are saying, like, you did that. And then it was another lady on here was like, my daughter friend was told she was lying all this long time. So it's like, it may not just be allegedly it may not just be his daughters. It may be other little girls, like allegedly. Like this is a trigger for me. If you go back and you look at all my, any of my other videos where I talk about how children are told to be quiet when it's somebody in the family, you know what I'm saying? The ones that are supposed to protect them the most can do anything to them and they supposed to hush because of how it will make the family look. Instead of being held accountable, because God forbid you do something to my child, I don't care. Sister, brother, cousin, let me tell you something. The rest of the family gonna have to meet you at the crossroads and y'all gonna have to talk about it. Because it's no getting away with that. It's no getting away with nobody violating your child. She carries that trauma forever. These two little girls, if this, again, allegedly, this is true, these two little girls will carry this for the rest of their life. They will never heal from this. Again, as being a child of molestation, they will never, ever heal from this. They will carry that trauma every day of their life. They will learn how to cope with it, but they will never heal. Even their daddy. Can you imagine if they don't get the help they need, how these little girls may turn out? The lack of self-respect and self-esteem that they'll have for themselves. They won't believe that their body is a temple. The man who created them took advantage of it. They're going to think all their body is worth is sex. Nothing else. Like they don't deserve to be loved. They don't deserve to be nurtured. And then, of course, they're going to go through a phase where they feel nasty about themselves because they feel like I let it happen all this time. Oh, I'm nasty. When in reality, that's not the case. I hate when people say what happens it stays in my house. It hurts someone. Exactly. If it hurts you or makes you uncomfortable and you don't feel comfortable telling your parents, tell somebody. I don't care what the backlash is going to be, because if your parents are supposed to protect you, and if they don't know how to do their job, find somebody that'll do it for them. My kids are just not up for negotiation. I don't care who you are. If my child even feel that they have to come to me and say that you touched them inappropriately or you done something, inappropriate as far as the sexual manner, I don't want you around me, because I want to know why my child even feel like you would do something like that. Even if you haven't done anything yet, I ain't gonna give you a chance to. You gotta go. Because why my child feel uncomfortable? See, vibes are real. So if my baby feel uncomfortable around you, I'm now uncomfortable around you. You got to go. Get out my face. Don't come back. We can't be friends. We can't be associates. It's over with for you. Because my auntie always told me, pets and children will tell you all you need to know about people. The way a child reacts to a person, even a newborn, and a pet, they can read souls. And she's always told me that. Always be careful about the way your pets and your children react around people. Because they both have pure hearts. They've never been taught hate. They've never been taught, they don't understand the liking and disliking of someone. So anything they do is with pure intentions. So if they intentionally just don't like a person or just be acting, crazy around them, pay attention to that. It's a reason. It's a reason for that. Like this sick. This is some sick shit. And to wake up to that on this Thursday morning, when I say a trigger, and then to go to his page and he talks some who want to play iMessage games. Boy, if you don't go to hell, you out here been accused of molesting your daughters. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to say much, but I'll say something. I wouldn't have said nothing that, of course, because we all know this may go somewhere because of the hit social media. So I'll be careful what I say, but y'all ain't finna play with me like that. Mine will only have to tell me exactly. Only tell me one time, and you ain't got to explain. Now, if they did something to you, explain to me. But if you just say, Mom, be careful with that person, my vibe off. Oh, you ain't got to worry. You ain't going to never see him again. This is just not the time to be giving people chances and chances after chances. And then the thing is, like I said, the stepmama, you caught it. What is wrong with you? You sick. Ain't no way you want no man laying beside you like that you would catch him with his daughter and not lock his behind up. I'd have called the police so fast. His head would have spun. You hear me? He wouldn't have been able to believe it. I can't believe you, mama. I did. And I called her mama too. And anybody else who need to come over here and handle you about what you just did, about what I just saw. Like I said, if I didn't take the initiative to take the matters in my own hands, like, what's wrong with you? You sick. And then to say that she got a child by him too. Oh no, brother. Ain't no passage. You got to get up out of here. You got to get as far away from me as possible. And don't ever return. And I don't wish you well. I do not wish you well. You around here molesting a child, I do not wish you well. And you molesting your own child. I mean, any child. But you a special kind of sick to do that to your own child. You's a special kind of, allegedly. You a special kind of sick. Well, no, you're not allegedly a special kind of sick, because I mean that with every being in my heart. But with the accusations, we can only say allegedly, because, you know, we only know what's being put out there thus far this morning. But it's going crazy in Milwaukee. Where he from? Now, this some sick mess. They're probably gonna try to make it an excuse, excuse talking about some doggone he calling her Brianna. Like, you gonna try to make an excuse that'll make it okay? Because you thought she was somebody else. You don't know how to hold your liquor? That you abuse your children, allegedly, when you drunk? Oh, you got bigger fish to fry, brother. My one, that's right. One time, that's all. One call, that's all. Let mama know. I always tell them, don't ever feel like you can't tell me nothing. You ain't got to be in nobody uncomfortable space. You tell me ASAP. And I'm going to believe you. Until they proven innocent, I'm going to believe you. I'm rocking with you. Point blank, period. Exactly. Just like one person said, why the F would the wife let him leave with that child, even if she's not yours? As a woman, you should have protected her. And that's right. That's why I said she should be held accountable too. Because you know you had already caught them. So you let him take the little girl and leave. And you do nothing. Knowing that if that's already a pattern of his behavior, that's what's going to be going on while him and this little girl gone. He going to be abusing her. Allegedly. Ooh. Yeah, she need to get locked up too. Yep, she could have told the girl mama something. Exactly. Like, what's wrong with you? Because it ain't your child? Why not act right, even though it's not your biological child? Because one day, God forbid, it could be. And see, now that's the kind of karma that you done put out. You done let a little girl that was under your roof, in the care of her father, be allegedly abused by her father. You caught it. You knew. You let him take the little girl. You didn't even call her mom. You didn't do nothing. But the sad thing, another sad thing in this all, they've taken her from him, but she can't go to her mom because they saying, I'm guessing that her mother is not, I don't know, how she ended up, but I'm thinking they saying basically the statement is saying she can't go with her mom either. I don't have any more details on that part of it yet, why she can't go with her mom, but I'm glad the wife did kick him out. This from a what? Then the wife caught him, exactly. Caught him raping the baby and did nothing. This is some sick mess. This is some sick mess. Like, this is sickening. People say, so she's 17 now, because it says people see 17 and think she grown. Man, that baby's still a child. So she's 17 now. The one that this has come out about thus far. Allegedly, they're saying it's two of his daughters that he's done this to, but most people are just specifying to the 17-year-old. That is the one that the girlfriend now or wife allegedly walked in and caught him taken advantage of. And at that point, she put him out, told him he had to go. And again, let him leave with the child. Like, she just as sick as him. Right. And that's what he told her. That was another thing I left out. He told her that that's the way that she can show him that she loved him, by having intercourse with him. This is what he allegedly told his own daughter, that this is how she could show him how she loved him, by having intercourse with him. Y'all know this is, and I'm going to say alleged again because this is just all fresh. It's just, being seen. He's not saying much. Like I said, the last thing he posted was who want to play iMessage games. So he looking for somebody to play games with him on his iPhone. He don't care, girls and guys. He is uninterested in the fact that it's going all over the internet that he is allegedly has sexually molested two of his daughters. Like I said, even if I don't say too much to incriminate myself, I'm going to say something. Because go play with y'all mammies. Don't play with, what I'm saying? Don't play with my name. If you ain't got nothing else in the world, you got your name. You ain't finna tarnish my name. Not like that. I would have said something. I wouldn't have posted nothing about paying or iMessage games with something when y'all got all over the internet that I'm allegedly molesting my children. But like I said, it sounded like I said something happened where she can't go to her mom. So I'm thinking this baby going through a lot anyway. Like it's something already broken there. So she probably was already, and that could be another reason why she was indulging. Like, I can't go to my mom. All I got is my dad. So this is how he tell me I can show him I love him. So I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those situations. We just don't know, but it's just very, very, very unfortunate. I'm going to look more into it, and I'll be back with another video if I can find more information, or if I see more people talking about it. I'll definitely come back and keep you all updated. You all just be careful. And like I said, if your children tell you that they're uncomfortable around someone, believe them. I don't care who it is. Uncle, brother, sister, daddy. I don't care. Believe them. Please, 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 I'm begging you, believe them. Don't make them feel like they cannot talk to you. Don't make them feel like they're not safe around you. Don't make them feel like somebody around you means more to you than them. Protect your children by all means. That is your job. That is your priority. You all they have. Protect them. Y'all have a blessed day. May your today be better than yesterday, and may your tomorrow be better than today. You're one step closer to walking into your season. To God be the glory.